when she pulled up to get money, she came for sex. I didn't have sex with her, so that's a fact. Yeah, when she called me for some money, she came and picked it up that night, that same day.
How much did you give her?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I mean, she's never called me for no money, and I told her I was able to do whatever I needed to do. So I can't recall the amount, but the same day I denied the sex.
Bro, what?
We're here on a petition to establish the parent-child relationship. A DNA testing order was entered, and we do have the results on file. So I'd ask the court to take judicial notice of the positive DNA results on file.
Okay, so noted.
And the parents do have a partial agreement today. So I'll read the agreed terms into the record. We are establishing that Mr. Charles Mcclinton is the biological father of the child, Kalani Mcclinton. The parents agree that there's been no family violence and neither parent is requesting a non-disclosure. They're in agreement to be appointed as joint managing conservators, with Ms. Vincent designating the primary residence of the child in Dallas or a contiguous county. Mr. Mcclinton is currently unemployed and has 2 other children under the age of 18, and so we used minimum wage to calculate his support today. Neither parent has access to private health insurance at a reasonable cost, so Ms. Vincent will obtain medical coverage through the state, and Mr. Mcclinton will pay medical support of $38 per month, beginning January 1st, 2025. The contested issues are visitation, current support, and retroactive support. So,
Mr. Mcclinton, can I get you to take off your hoodie, please? Okay, sorry, Ms. Nutt, go ahead.
Okay. The state calls the mother Miss Vincent. Will you please state your name?
Sierra Vincent.
And what's the child's name?
Kalani Mcclinton.
And DNA testing was ordered for Kalani, correct?
Yes.
And what were the results of that test?
He is the father.
And when you say who he is the father, who do you mean?
Charles Mcclinton.
Okay. And did you hear those terms I just read out as agreed to by you and Mr. Mcclinton?
Yes.
And as to those specific terms, are you still in agreement?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. And how old is your child?
Kalani, she turned 1 in July, so she's 18 months.
Okay. And what kind of visitation schedule are you wanting Mr. Mcclinton to have with her? Miss Vincent, what kind of schedule do you want Mr. Mcclinton to have?
He's asking for joint custody. I feel like we should wait for that for the future and maybe like every weekend for now or every other weekend.
Okay.
Kalani is not really familiar with him, so I'm not really that comfortable with her being with him 2 consecutive weeks out of the month.
Okay. And has Mr. Mcclinton ever had Kalani on his own without you being there?
Yes.
And when's the last time he did that?
It was a minute ago. I believe she was like 4 or 5 months old.
And was it overnight or just during the daytime?
He kept her overnight.
Okay. And so you're okay with him having a standard possession schedule where he gets every 1st, 3rd, and 5th weekend of the month?
That's fine.
Okay. You're just not wanting to do 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, correct?
Not right now. She's pretty young.
Okay. And we've calculated child support at $179 per month beginning January 1st, 2025. Are you in agreement with that amount?
No.
And why not?
What are y'all basing that off of?
It's calculated on minimum wage. Do you think it should be set higher?
I mean, her daycare fees by itself is $200 a month. So that would just be going to daycare. I don't have any other support anywhere else.
Do you know if Mr. Mcclinton's employed?
He stated that he was not employed.
Okay, do you have any reason to believe otherwise?
No, I don't.
And are you requesting back child support today?
Yeah.
Okay. And in the last 18 months, did you and Mr. Mcclinton ever live together?
No.
Okay. And did he ever give you any support to help provide for the child?
He gave me $40 one time, about 6 months ago.
Okay. And so we've calculated 18 months of retroactive child support at $3,222 to be paid at $65 per month until he pays it in full. Are you in agreement with that?
That's fine.
Is there anything else you want the court to know about your case?
No, I mean, when we were just speaking with the attorney, once he heard all the fees and things like that, he asked for his rights to be, how can he turn his rights over? So I'm trying to see where that goes.
Okay. I'll pass the witness. The state calls the father. Mr. Mcclinton, will you please state your name?
Charles Mcclinton.
And did you hear what I read out at the very beginning of the hearing that you and Miss Vincent agreed to?
Well, we had agreed to joint custody, but she got on
So
the phone and switched up.
did you hear those terms I read out at the beginning of the hearing?
Yeah, I did.
Are you still in agreement with those specific terms?
I mean, I just want to give up my rights.
So is that a yes, you're in agreement with those?
I'm not actually not in agreement with those, but it's kind of gonna fall that way anyway. So I just want to say yeah. But am I in agreement? No.
Are you in agreement to be a joint managing conservator with Miss Vincent, meaning you and her make decisions for the child together?
No.
Okay, and why not?
I want to give up my rights.
Okay. And so are you wanting are you wanting 2 weeks on with the child and 2 weeks off with the child, or do you not want any visitation at all?
I wanted that, but not no more. I mean, no.
And are you employed?
No.
Do you receive any disability benefits or any unemployment benefits?
No, currently homeless.
Are you a Dallas County resident?
Yes.
Would you be interested in joining the Choices program to help you look for employment?
Yes, I will.
Okay. And is it correct that you have 2 other children, 2 other minor children?
Yes.
Okay. And are you in agreement to pay medical support of $38 per month?
No.
And are you in agreement to pay child support of $179 per month?
No.
And why are you not in agreement with that?
I don't have a job. I don't have nothing. Before we got on this call, we agreed upon joint custody, but kind of changed.
Okay. And since the child was born, did you and Miss Vincent ever live together?
Never lived together.
Okay. And we calculated a retroactive child support amount of $3,222 to be paid at $65 per month. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I mean, I don't agree because back pay would be like I think back pay is for a person that wasn't there. In my case, we both agreed to, bring my child, like she's supposed to bring my child around, but it clearly never happened. So it wasn't as if I wasn't there. I don't agree to back pay because, whenever she called me, I was there. I was able. When she pulled up to get money, she came for sex. I didn't have sex with her, so that's a fact. So she was like, "Well, I came to do this and that." So I'm confused. I'm type confused.
Mr. Mcclinton, since the child was born, did you provide any money to Miss Vincent to help?
I gave her money when she called and she asked me for
How
some
much?
money. I can't say. Remember, she don't call me a lot. Because I don't think she's allowed to call me. But when she called me for some money, she came and picked it up that same day.
How much did you give her?
I don't remember. I don't remember. I mean, she's never called me for no money, and I told her I was able to do whatever I need to do. So I can't recall the amount, but the same day I denied the sex.
Bro, what?
I'll pass the witness.
All right. Well, you can't sign over your rights. You created this child. You're going to be responsible for this child until the child is 18 and finishes high school. There's no simple paper to change that. You decided to have a child together, Y'all gonna be parents with each other for a long time. So there's nothing that you can do other than be financially responsible. Mr. Mcclinton, you're gonna have to be financially responsible for your child. There's no an agreement is what between two parties, not one party telling the other one
Yeah.
what they want. And what we're
It
doing
wasn't a what they
back to
want, it's what we
reality. I'm not
agreed on.
asking for your comment. I'm not asking for your comment.
It's what
I'm telling you what an agreement is. An agreement is when two people or everyone that's involved agrees, not one person just telling the other person what they want to do. That's not what an agreement is. So first off, you need to know what the definition of an agreement is because you don't seem to know that. We're establishing you're the legal father. Y'all, I guess, kind of agreed, although you didn't agree. I guess, Mr. Mcclinton, but I guess you believe there's been family violence or something. I don't know because you didn't agree to that. But I'm gonna make a finding there's been no family violence. Since you didn't agree to join managing, which would have given you more rights, I'm gonna appoint Miss Vincent sole managing, and she'll make all the decisions herself since you didn't want that, Mr. Mcclinton. Neither one of y'all have private insurance, so we're doing government medical. Medical support costs $38 a month. Child support is $179 a month. You have to support your child. You have to get a job, and you have to financially support your child. I understand it may be difficult now, but it sounds like you haven't worked at all either. So you got to find a job that I'm ordering to the choices program. So you need to wait behind here in court to then meet with the choice representative that's on Zoom so they can help you look for work so you can financially support yourself and your other kids. We're doing a standard visitation order, not joint custody. Y'all haven't done joint custody. We're not doing anything else. You don't even have a place to live. It doesn't make sense that the child would be with you for more than a weekend. You don't have the ability to do that even if you wanted to. So we're doing standard visitation, which is the first, third, and fifth weekends of the month from Friday at 6 until Sunday at 6. If you haven't given her any money, you couldn't give me an amount, I can't give you credit. That's the way it works. You can have all the intentions in the world, but if you never gave her money, that's what it is. It's reality. You didn't give her any money. Whether you intended to, whatever, I don't know. I don't know how you give somebody money if you don't have a job. So you owe back child support for $3,222 payable at $65 a month. Court call bill to Mr. Mcclinton. All right, the Attorney General's office will send you a copy of the order. Looks like he left already, so he obviously not interested in looking for a job. But if he returns later, we'll set him up with a choice representative. All right, Ms. Vincent, you can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you.